What up, TikTok, Simple One, Simple Cross. So I wanted to come on here and talk about the picture behind me. It was a picture I found on Facebook, considering I'm part of one of the groups, which is about showing off, collections of the Crow or talking about the Crow. And somebody posted this. And then, of course, everybody's saying he's the end-all, be-all of actors. Nobody can ever top him. 3 of these people were not playing Eric Draven. And then 3 actually were. Now, I understand everybody's love and respect for Brandon. Don't get me wrong. I respect Brandon. I have a huge Crow collection. And of course, it's all dedicated to Brandon. Here's the problem. If these other movies, except for that one right there does not exist in my world. I don't care. That movie's horrible. But if they had Victor version of Ash or Eric Mobius version they came from Salvation, I would have figures of those characters because they're other versions. They're different characters in the Crow universe. They're not playing Eric Draven. They're playing another character that just happened to have a tragic thing happen to them to where they came back to go seek revenge. That is the premise of The Crow. And this is where movie fans, it's mostly the movie fans, don't get it. Like I said, I love that man. I love this movie. I was a fan of the movie when nobody else was. That's my biggest thing. I'm always the fan of what somebody else hates. And a lot of people did not like this movie. Same with this movie. Nobody likes it. Everybody hates on this movie. Not sure why. To me, it was dark. It was gritty. It was a man seeking revenge for him and his child's death. Salvation. Low budget. But it was still good. It was actually a really good low budget Crow movie. Eric Mobius did a really good job. And again, he was not playing Eric Draven. He was playing another character that just happened to have the same thing happen to him as Eric Draven did. But again, he's not playing Eric Draven. Now, Edward Furlong. I liked the look, but it was such a horribly done low budget movie. It was low budget. It was as low as you can get. The script was horrible. The whole movie just sucked. Now this, Mark something, I can't pronounce his last name, but that was the TV show. And yes, he played Eric Draven. Which I thought the TV show was really good. I liked it. I watched the whole, I think it was only one season, but I watched the entire season when I was younger. And loved it. And grin, yes, he's playing Eric Draven. I thought he did a fabulous job. Now, we get to the one thing that everyone hated on. The remake. Which, there's where I have a problem with this. It should have never been a remake. That never should have been a remake. It should have been just like The Crow, City of Angels, Wicked Prayer, and Salvation. It should have just been another character in the universe. That's where they messed up. Instead of doing a reboot, because everybody slammed the movie. It's not that bad. It's actually a decent movie. It's not like the greatest version of The Crow ever, but it's a really decent movie, and I really enjoy it. They should have just used different characters than Eric Draven and Shelley Webster. They should have just made them, I don't know, named Bill Skarsgård Eric and she's Shelley, but a different name. Because I admit, if it wasn't for Bill Skarsgård, I would hate on this movie. But I can see he's trying to make this good. He's trying to make this movie good with what he's working with. That's why I love this movie. And the one thing, towards the end, when he's finally, he's got the eye paint, he's got the jacket, he's dark, he's carrying around a samurai sword. The end of the movie is where it really shows the darkness. He finally grasps the concept of what he is. He finally is ready to basically seek revenge. And it's brutal. You are a person that just was murdered along with your loved one, and you have a chance to seek revenge. You're not going to be nice. You're going to be brutal. They gave him a concept of he's pissed, he's enraged, he's going to slaughter people. That's what drove me into this movie. And the rest of it, yes, it's lovey-dovey, but it's telling a love story. Just like the rest of these movies. They all tell a love story. This is where, the only good thing about this one, it draws the one thing that a lot of the movies miss. This one, of course, had some of the spiritual stuff. Wicked Prayer had the most. Salvation had a little bit. I know the TV series had a lot. This one, the new one, is where it draws a lot of inspiration from, like, demons and all that stuff. I understand everybody loves Brandon. I love Brandon Lee as the Crow. People, get off this high horse that he is King Crow. Please. I understand the move. Again, this is where I get annoyed with fandom. People hated this movie when it first came out. And then everybody got on the bandwagon of, oh, Brandon Lee's the greatest Crow. Brandon Lee's the greatest Crow. Blah, 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 blah. There's 3 other movies that are not based on Eric Draven. And yes, this is a remake. But if you look at it as a different character or a different version, it's not a bad movie. Stop doing this whole thing of saying one person's the only person that can ever be this character. If you watch the other 3 movies, Brandon Lee was the only person that played Eric Draven, except for the TV show. I understand Brandon's awesome. He is my Crow. But I enjoy the other movies. Well, except for that one. The other one I don't. But that's my little rant. Please stay awesome. Have a great day. Great weekend. And above all, stay sinful.